Hello, everyone. Welcome to Didikanku with your host, David. In today's clip, we're going to show you a Coach Putu sharing his journey to becoming a coach and also to becoming a very successful manager and someone who knows a lot about the hospitality industry. So we hope you enjoyed this clip and we hope that you will like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this information if you do. So here's the clip. Enjoy and look forward to the next one. Signing out for now.
Next step, right? And what are
Mhm.
some things they need to learn? They should make like
Mhm.
a task list. What if
Mhm.
someone's not sure? What could they do to kind of find that clarity?
That's interesting. So that actually the function as coach. So the coach will be try to find out what actually their potential.
Hmm.
Because sometimes it just acts by himself or herself, they just cannot be honest to answer the question from himself. But when somebody as a coach helping her or him, what actually the potential, what actually the blocking of his or her career, and then they have the awareness, and then they know what have to do.
Hmm. Okay.
What I believe is they don't know what their potential, because they just look at 20% of their potential. Actually, they are another 80% of potential we should be unlocking
Right.
through the conversation, right?
So kind of what you're saying is they need to find this self-awareness. What are they good at? What's
Yes,
unique about them? And then be able to be honest with themselves also on what they really want.
exactly. Because when they know the strength, and also they know the weaknesses, and then we can find somebody that can help. But we have to remember, if we very hard to do it, but we have to showing our strength, and then our
Right.
weaknesses can cover by other people.
Right.
So we do need to learn very struggling to fulfill our weaknesses. But when we know our weaknesses, when we find a team, we have to find a team that able to support our weaknesses. So that the collaboration, we have to think as the leader. We cannot everything that we have to able to as our strength. Cannot. But when we has the awareness, I have some weaknesses. So when I recruit somebody, I find the people is strength on that one. So will be very good team. So we fulfill the whole with the right person on that place.
That's a very good point you bring up, that I think a lot of people who are transitioning into leadership forget. And sometimes they feel like, oh, I'm a leader. I need to be able to do everything. I need to be able to be the best at everything. And they
Yeah,
forget about what's that, we're human and we all have weaknesses. And they
right,
sometimes forget that, other people are there to support us. And if we choose the right people and the right team that can compensate our weaknesses, then that can actually make us a better leader. Whereas I think
right.
some people, when they're first transitioning, sometimes they feel a little bit threatened, maybe, by other people who can do something better. So I think that's a really good point you bring up,
Mhm.
when you say that. Like, look for people who can actually do things better than you and I think that takes a lot of self-awareness and a lot of maturity as well. Wouldn't you
Yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah. Because the some leadership, because they, as mentioned earlier, they just showing that I'm the Superman. Actually not.
Right.
So when we as the leader, we have to able to look at ourselves and we have to look at our team strengthen.
Right.
So the strength of our team we can utilize and then make the strong team, and we are teaching each other. So we
Right.
support each other. That's what I experienced previously when I work in the hotel industry as the human resource leader.
Hi all, we hope that you've enjoyed the content so far. If you have, please smash that like button and help us to get this content out to more people and reach more people. The more likes we have, the more the YouTube algorithm helps us to get this content and information out to more viewers. So please smash that like button if you enjoy it. And of course, leave your comments and tell us anything that you would like to see in the future, or any comments that you think we can do to improve our content. Thank you so much. Remember, smash that like button.
So if they're good at administration, give to them and encourage them doing the best. If they're good on the employee relation, I give them to doing the best activities. So everybody has their own skill and own ability to showing that they have the unique.
Right. Yeah, that's a really good point. And I think that's really good advice for people who are in leadership roles and maybe are too micromanaging or too controlling. Sometimes they just need to remember that, you know, we can't do everything and we have to trust our team that we've chosen the right people in our team. It's a really powerful message. So, Coach Putu, you know, we've been talking for about over 30 minutes.
Oh,
So I'd like to ask you one more question here before we end. And this is a question I like to ask all my guests. So basically, let's say your time is up. You've completed everything you want to in your life journey, and you're moving on to a better place. And everything about you is going to disappear. You're going to take it with you, except two pearls of wisdom that you can leave for the next generation to help them. And this is kind of your legacy. What would be your two pearls of wisdom?
Be generous and grateful.
Generous and grateful. Though that's, can you elaborate a little bit what you mean by generous and grateful?
Generous that when we have something to share, so we share to everybody, no matter who they are. So I love to share what I have. For example, you have something, we share it, even small thing, we share it. So at least we have the attitude, we like to help people. Yeah. So if we have something and then love to share, no matter that he's don't like me or like me, but I love to share. At least they still remember that you have something, I share it.
Wow, that's really powerful. You know, sometimes people say though, I will share when I have something to share, but I don't yet. What would you say to those people?
At least they feel it about, they feeling good about themselves. If they don't have to share, at least they receive with a good heart.
Okay. And how about grateful?
Grateful, everything that we have, I always feel grateful. So when we feel grateful, everything will be as abundant. So that's why everything that I have is feel grateful. So life is more, it's beautiful because through feel grateful, so any small achievement, I feel grateful already. So I start with the to have.
Right.
Small thing I have, I do something, whatever the result, that the result, let it be. But I start already with grateful.
I think that's also a very good message, especially now, during COVID, a lot of people just tend to focus on the negative, what they've lost. Um,
Mhm.
in the news, for example, you hear a lot of negative news. Um,
Mhm.
but it's important that we stay grateful, that we still focus on what we have. So I
Yeah.
want to share with you what I'm grateful for. I'm really grateful that you joined our show
Thank you.
and you were willing to come on and interview. And I'm going to add one more question now and ask you, what are you
Yes.
grateful for?
So I'm grateful that I can share what I have. And then, as mentioning, right, I'm very generous. And actually, I don't have anything to complain. So every morning, wake up grateful, I'm still alive. So that's meaning will be give me more opportunity to enjoy the life. And for example, thank you for my heart, thank you for my eye, thank you my taste. So everything that I have, I should be gratefully and also thank you for 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And so I'm going to close it on that note. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. And I hope you like this session, everyone. It's been very interesting. Thank you for sharing, Coach Putu. Thank you for sharing your experience and some advice for our listeners. And yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And also, I'd love to thank you to bring me to this what's called it the event. So I mean, I love to share my experience, and also from those sharing session, I hope there is an something to as a takeaway.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of takeaways here. I think there were a lot of good points that you shared. Um, so I do actually have another question, and it's just, what if one of our listeners is interested to know more and wants to get in touch with you? How can they do that? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Also can follow my Instagram at Putu Hartana, and also can look at my WhatsApp as well. So I will share my WhatsApp to you, so you can also give my WhatsApp number to people that want to meet me or get some other resources to discuss. I love to share it because everything that I share, I love to give an impact to everybody, because if I meet somebody, I want somebody better than me in terms of career, in terms of leadership, anything. So I love to help people to make sure that they have the better life in the future, because I have a background as well that somebody helped me to be like now.
That's another great message. We all, as a good leader, as successful people, we always want to help others be successful as well. So for everyone who wants to get in touch, I will leave the Instagram and the WhatsApp number as given
Yes.
permission by Coach Putu. So thank
Please,
you again
I love this.
for thank you again for sharing. I hope to be able to catch up with you and get you to share some more of your experience in the future. Thank you again, Coach Putu.
Thank you. I love to. Thank you, David. Bye bye.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
So everyone, we've come to the end of this clip. We really do hope you've enjoyed it. We hope that you've smashed that like button. We hope you've subscribed and hit the notification bell. But on top of that, if you think this is useful for your friends, your family, colleagues, people you know in your circle, please share this video with them as well. If you feel that it can be something that can be beneficial, that can be informative, share it out, and we hope you enjoy it and look forward to our next content. So thank you again for spending your time and viewing this. We really appreciate your support and you as an audience. So thank you so much from Didikanku. Please wait for our next content. Thank you.